Hi, this is Sonia with Artsy Solutions, and today I'm going to show you how I made these tags, and they have like a little shaker on it. I don't know if you can really see that or not, but and I'll show you how I made them. They're from recycled packaging, and so I just added some a little mulberry flower, a little a die cut chipboard piece from Graphic45 Little Women. And then of course the little sequin that's on the inside of it. And so I backed it with some paper, and I have a little piece of lace here, and just a little die cut pink. And then this little lady is from A Lady's Diary, Graphic45. I fussy cut that out. And there's some tags in here. And this is from Prima marketing. These two pieces of paper are. I just made them in little mini tags. And this one comes from, this is from a digital printable from Etsy, ljbinstaprints. This is the mini word sticks kit. And then I just had some leftover paper and some die cuts from the Tim Holtz Tattered Florals. And then this word is from my digital words kit, Life Words digital kit on Etsy. And then I just had some painted paper, scrap paper that I had left over on this one. And they're all made from chipboard, and I just went around the edge with some distress inks. And then I'm going to put this back in here. And then on this one, pretty much the same thing. This is a little fussy cut printout of from Graphic45 Lady's Diary, and another mulberry flower, and this is also a little the chipboard piece from Graphic45 Lady's Diary, and then the background paper, that's Prima marketing, which is the same as this, and it's double-sided. And here's another one of the ljbinstaprints from Etsy. And then this is just a little scrap piece of paper that I took the edge punch and went across right there. And then this is just a little note card, little tag. And I added some cheesecloth on it. So let me put this one back in here. And then here's this one, and this is Graphic45. This chipboard is A Place in Time, and then I have some little sequins inside of there, and a little mulberry flower, some lace, and then another Graphic45 Lady's Diary cutout, and then some more another little tag that I just used a little hole punch on right there. And then the double-sided Prima marketing paper, ljbinstaprints, Prima marketing. And then this is the negative of one of the Tim Holtz Tattered Florals that I cut out. I just cut around it. Then I added another one of my words from the my Etsy store, Multimediacraftsdigi. This is the Life Words digital kit, one of the words from that. Then I just added a Prima butterfly, and I added it to the back of a piece of leftover sprayed blue paper, scrapbook paper. And these would actually look pretty good in, inside of a journal. I'm thinking about putting it in this one. I don't know for sure. I don't know if it'll fit in there or not. Let me back up a little bit. It might be too, I think this is a little too big for it, but for this journal. Yeah, it's too big. But yeah, you can add it to just all kinds of stuff, you know. So let me show you how to make it. Okay, so to make these little shaker cards, I'm going to use some leftover packaging. I don't know if you can really see that or not. But these came from some sequins that I had bought from the Dollar Tree. And I liked how the packs had like these little rib sides to them. And so I just thought, oh, I'll just keep them and I'll use some of the same sequins that are in there to make some. So to start out, what I'm going to do is I needed some type of filler, and I needed a picture or something in the backdrop of it since it's so small. So I think I'm just going to take some chipboard. I just have to find one that will fit, that's small enough. I think I'll use this one, and then I'll just prop it up on some double-sided tape. I'm just going to make sure it's going to fit in there first, because I'll have to make sure that it fits behind the double-sided tape. So I guess what I should do is put the double-sided tape in first, and then choose the image to go in behind it. Because when I cut the packages open, they cut at different sizes. I don't know if you can see that or not, but yeah, this one's a little bit shorter than this one. So yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll put the double-sided tape on there, and I'm using red score tape. Yeah, it's a little bit thinner, and I think it'll hold pretty well. Let's open it up. Yeah. And then you'll just have to put some here on the sides so that it stays sealed. The problem with this is it's going to be so much smaller now because of the sides. Now if you have a fuse tool, that would work as well, but I don't have a fuse tool, so this is why I'm using this. But a fuse tool, I'm pretty sure it would do a whole lot better. So I'm going to go ahead and do 3 of these. Okay, so these are slightly different sizes, so I went on ahead and put the double-sided tape on all of them. And this chipboard comes from the Ladies Diary Graphic45 collection. And I've got different chipboard from Graphic45. I have Time to Flourish and Little Women. So I'm just going to take this little circle. This one is from the Time to Flourish chipboard set. And I'll use it, and then I think I'll just take this this little woman from the Little Women collection. And these will go on the inside as the main I guess backdrop or whatever. And so I was going to use 3D foam tape to lift it up, but because these are so small and flimsy and it'll take up more space closing it, I'm just going to use I'll just glue this to the double-sided tape using double-sided tape. So I'm just going to back out just a little bit. go ahead and take this tape off of it and seal it to the bag in the manner that I want it. And just try to get it in there as best I can. Okay, and then I'm just going to put some sequins. The colors are going to be like a light blue, maybe a teal, or green, pink, beige kind of look, because I'm going to try to use some of these ladies in there. And so I've got my little beads out. I'm definitely going to use some white, some light pink. Well, I'll just go ahead and put some of these little white beads in there. And for this one in the black, I'll put some blue. Oops. Just to kind of bring it out. And I'll also put some blue in these. And I also want a little bit of green in each one. And then I'll put some brown with the blue ones, or like gold. Just a little bit to kind of bring out the colors. And I got all of these, 100% of all these beads and the containers are from the Dollar Tree. And same thing with these little sequins. I just kind of mixed them up with colors. So I'll put a little bit of pink in it. Just a little bit. And a little bit of this gold tone, gold and brown. And just a little dab of green. Just a little dab of blue. and then we'll seal it up. Let's put this in here. Now, wish me luck. You know, I probably should have sealed the sides first, is what I should have done. And I can still do that. So let me get like a little mini cup to put these, well, I'm just going to pour these in here. I'll seal my sides up, and then I'll funnel this back into there through the top. That'll be too much. So the good thing about trying it out first, looking at it first, is to see how much is too much. I'm just going to go ahead and seal it. And don't worry, I'm gonna cover this up. This was the leftover glue that came from the packaging itself, but I'll work my way through it. So I'm gonna go ahead and seal each one of these up. I'll be right back. So we have it sealed. They're in there. They're not going anywhere. So I have 3 of them to work with so far. Okay. So we're going to make these into a tag, and the base of the tag I'm going to use some chipboard, and I'm just going to make it, I'm just going to randomly pick a size. I need something big enough for the women. So I had already, this is just a leftover piece of chipboard that I'd already scored for a previous project, and I didn't use it. And this is 3 inches by 6 inches. So 3 by 6 inches is what I'll make all 3 tags. Okay, so I'm going to distress the edges of each one of these tags with some pigment ink, some black tie, Ranger by Ranger. And I'm just going to use the pad itself and go around the edges. Because I'm going to cover it with some other paper anyway. Okay, so I have some paper from a previous project that I worked on, and I'm just going to cut some of it. It's not going to be precise, but I will try to get it as close to 3 by 6 as possible, or 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. So They're not going to all be the same, but they're still going to have that paint and stuff on it, which is fine, because it's going to get collaged onto there anyway, some kind of a way. I think I'll use this one. And I'm just going to rough up the edges. And this is by Prima Marketing. You can actually just use some scissors and just go across the edge to ruffle your papers up. Actually, I need to distress these first, and then I'll ruffle the edges. I'm just going to use some walnut stain. I need to get some more of these. They're falling apart. This one's really falling apart. I have a set of the Tim Holtz ones, but I don't know. I use everything until I can't use it anymore, and then I'll get some more stuff. I don't like to waste. Not that that's wasting or anything, but I get used to just using certain things until I can't use it anymore, and then I'll use other stuff. But that can become problematic too, because I have a lot of paints and things that I haven't used that's still sitting on the shelf, and I'm sure they do have a shelf life, and I don't want those to go bad, so I do need to start using other things that I've had for a long time. Also deliver this with black, and then I'll distress the edges. Then I'll crinkle up the edges. So you can use this, or you can just take a pair of scissors. And just be really careful that you don't hurt yourself. And then just kind of ruffle up your edges, you know. It doesn't have to be perfect. The whole point is just to rough it up. Just be really careful, because your scissors are probably sharp. But you can get the exact same effect with one of these as you do with your scissors, or with your scissors as you do with this. So, same thing, same result, different tool. So now I'm just going to glue these on. I'm just going to take some art glitter glue. Yeah, art glitter glue. I'm just going to place it on there some kind of a way. And I've just got some random paper that I've had laying around. That I'm just going to probably make a collage out of. And this is a negative from a die cut that I used. I think it's the Tim Holtz Tattered Florals. I cut a piece of, I cut out a flower. And this is the leftover negative from it. And I had painted some, and I just dabbed this into that same paint. I think I'll keep it and use it was part of this project. Yeah, we'll see. I did the same with that, but this is too big. Here's a smaller one. I'm just piecing together some stuff. I'm not sure if I'm going to use these or not, but I'm just trying to make a collage. I'm just going to rip up some paper. put on there. This is a color box dauber, but pepper, it's almost out, so sometimes I'll just dab it. I'll just use a sponge and just dab it so I can get into the hard to reach corners of my papers. I was using some Ranger black soot, but this one's darker, so I'll stick to that. It's really fun just using up your old scraps, because if not, I'm sure all you artists know, you're just going to hoard it and then it's just going to grow into a ridiculously huge, well, not just one huge pile, but multiple piles of papers and die cuts and shapes, and it's like, it's sad. I typically use my kitchen nook as my craft room, but I have supplies upstairs too. It's sad. It's really sad. I really need to get rid of some of all this stuff. It's just ridiculous. And then I find myself still wanting to buy more things as if I need anything else. That's our problem. And then add to it with the junk mail and things that we collect. It's just, it's fun, but it's sad. But we can't help it. We love our crafting. I haven't really used a lot of the leftover like negatives in my projects, but I've seen so many really neat videos of people using theirs, and I just had to give it a try too. So I love how in art, when you're doing stuff, when you're making stuff, you don't really have, well, I don't really have much of a plan. I just throw things together and then somehow they turn out kind of cute, I guess. But there's no roadmap. I like to see art as kind of like life. We don't really have a plan. We just kind of wing it and hope for the best. It's just fun and relaxing, and it's a good way to take your mind off of everyday stresses. Too big. I think I found the bag that I put my dies in. These are the negatives. I don't know which one I'm going to use. I think I'll use these two in here. I don't know, we'll see. I don't really need book pages. I was going to use some, but that's good enough right there. So now I'm going to, I've got some fabric, and I think I'll make some like mini tags to go on here. I think I'll make them out of this. No particular size. These are just leftover painted papers that I've had. Take that. Take this. Bam. That's what I should have did from the very beginning. That was my dryer in the background, so I apologize for that. I'm just going to punch the bottom of it just to give it like a cute little look. I'm just going to leave it straight. Actually, I'll use a quarter punch. That. I should have left that. I'm just going to use this on it. Yeah, that's better. I'm going to use it on this one as well. Okay, so I have 3 little tags. So I'm just going to go ahead and fussy cut these women out, and now determine which ones I want to use. I'll be right back. Okay, so I cut out each image already. So now I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to make some pockets for each one of these. And they're going to be different sizes. So, let's see. And I'm just going to randomly cut them down to size. I'm just gonna make the flaps. And I've scored it at ½ an inch around each side, ½ an inch. Except for the top. And then where the top is going to be at, I'm just going to cut like a little hole using the circle punch. And this is a 2-inch circle punch by Recollections. I think this is Recollections. I'm just going to try to get it centered. Then I'm just going to cut these little corners, like up through here, and then up through here, same here, and then here, and just fold it over, and fold these over. That's my dryer again. So let me move these out of the way. Just kind of see how tall of a space I'm going to use on here. I'll make it work. That'll go there. And just cut these. This will go here. I think I'll put this here and this here. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll do it like that. So I'm going to glue these down using the art glitter glue. Hold it for a moment. Just kind of hold it down. This is really thick paper. I think this is 110-pound paper, so it's like super thick. And I'm going to glue these down as well. I'll figure out how to put these to use on here. Okay, so I found some tags or words that these are from, these are mini word sticks from ljbinstaprints or binstaprints on Etsy. And I think I'm going to use those on here. And then I'm just going to take the little shakers. And I think I'm going to back them onto some of this paper just so they can have like a see-through, yeah, so that this paper shows through there. So I'm just going to glue these to it. Yeah, it should stick to the paper pretty well. I may have to use double-sided tape. I'll try one with glue, then I'll try some with double-sided tape. I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, I think I'll do the double-sided tape. Okay, so I cut them out, and then I added some double-sided tape on each one because I'm going to add a border. To each one. And I cut it at 1/4 inch thick, or wide, you know, thick, wide, whatever. So I'm just going to stick it on there. And then I'm just going to cut it. I may alter it, I'm not real sure, but that's what I've decided to do so far. Okay, so I found some lace. I don't know if you can see that or not. And I'm just going to go across each one of these with some. And once again, I think I'm just going to use the double-sided tape. Okay, so I've got those on now. And I think I'm just going to add some of these mulberry flowers to it. Some pink ones to each one. And this time I think I'll use some Fabri-Tac. Okay, so now I'm going to set these onto the tags some kind of a way. But first, I'm going to add some of this to it. Probably should have cut it instead of trying to break it. This in the middle. I'll just put it on the bottom. Then I'm just going to randomly put these on here. ahead and put these on there. And then I have some tags that I'm going to use, and I need to see how it's going to look on each. This is tall, so I'll definitely use that one. This is pretty tall. I may have to create a pocket for this right here. I'll just use cheesecloth. I'm going to lift this up. Some foam mounting tape. And then I'm just going to put this on here. But before I put this on here, I'm just going to go ahead and put this here. I'm trying to decide which one I want to use. I think I'll use, yeah, I think I'll use this one with this. So I'll put it on the bottom. And I'm going to use a strip of the double-sided tape because it's stronger. And it'll stick better, it'll hold better. If you hear the door creaking, that's my son trying to sneak in. That's card number 1. That's just about complete. He's got the television up super loud, so if you hear that in the background, that's him with that too. So here's that. I'll set that there. Now I'm going to finish this off. this is basically it. And I'm just going to probably add more tags and things to it. But you see, you have the little shaker in here. So if you like it, please click like, share, subscribe, and check out my other social media sites, my blog, my Facebook, Instagram, and I'll have the link in the description for all of that. And thanks for watching.